I'm sure you will love to see a new game with a high graphic visual, so our team picked the newest one so everyone will get an update about it. Once you watch this video, please help us to like it and be considered to subscribe to this channel. Please enjoy the video of Top 10 Best Mobile Games of 2025, High Graphic Games Android and iOS 2025. Paint Brawl Color of War. What a great new game, I'm so addicted to play it. It feels so fun and very competitive at the same time. When you reach a certain tier rank, then you'll feel how challenging the game is. I'm sure the first impression that comes to your mind is Platoon mobile game, right? Yes, it's pretty similar from the gameplay, character design, and also the game's mechanism. So we'll have a party to play in a player versus player in a real time. The team who's made the most painting color on any object will become the winner. We can use one weapon as the tool to craft the color and also as a weapon. We can kill the enemy to slow down the enemy's team progress because they need a certain time to respond with a different character. There are some estimate of time to determine the game is finished, so we should be concerned about the timing as well. I wonder if the developer will give us special skill abilities for each character so the game will become way more fun. Each of the heroes has a different status point that we can upgrade through the level. I love how many stages are available to play and it will present randomly. Paint Brawl Color of War is the best new Game Mobile 2025 multiplayer. Aimlock Anime Battle Royale. This is a new Game Mobile 2025 that I think should get more attention from the newbie player, especially for a player who loves a Battle Royale gameplay. It will take a short time to finish in one game. It's because the players who participate in the game are really small. Also, the world is not wide, so we can explore the entire world way faster. Especially if we can fly by using a machine booster. Exploring through the air and seeing the other enemy from a higher point of view will help the player to know the enemy's location. It's a good game for a newbie because we will get 2 free weapons since we started the game. So we'll have a chance to rush on the earliest game. Looting the weapons is really easy, just get into the houses and kill the enemy to switch your weapon. It's not pretty competitive at all, which means you can learn and master the game way faster. The main visual has an anime art style with a great movement, action and smooth gameplay will make your gaming experience feel more enjoyable. Grand Outlaws. Finally, we have the best new game in a GTA games like with a cartoonist art style, but you can't underestimate the cartoonist visual because it looks quite realistic enough. It's a new open world game with a sandbox concept where we can accept so many side missions to earn more rewards. Through the world map, we can easily find the mission point, just ask the NPC to make a selection. Basically, it's up to you to play casual, freedom or push the storyline, because in game, we can do so many things like crashing the citizen by driving a vehicle, use the wooden stick to hit the NPC around and make a chaos to the policeman by using a gun. Such an interesting gameplay, right? Even we can see the other NPC will run away and look like they are all frightening. Get a vehicle freely and explore the plaza as you like. Hopefully the developer will add a bunch of gangsters against us and make the enemy more aggressive. Even the game is in development, but overall I see a huge potential about it when the game releases globally. Card Me. This is a must-play new game. Unfortunately, the game is not optimized perfectly at the moment, need a lot of update. Because I kind of feel the lag issues while I explore the open world. Even my phone has the highest phone specification right now, which is Snapdragon Elite. But it's not enough to run the game on a smooth visual, even my phone getting heating so fast. I really love the game's idea. We will play a game that look like a Pokemon, so we need to capture the monster and tame them as our pet that we call with a Card Me. We can do a team management to select the best Card Me on our team, switch them up anytime to adjust the element advantage option, because we really need to understand how the element base works. It will create the pet become weakened or stronger once you understand the pattern. Explore the world to find your best Card Me and get back into the city to meet the other player. This is new game multiplayer Android and iOS 2025. Soul Huntress Roguelike. There is nothing special about the game since the game seems so monotone, but you must be happy knowing if the game only needs 100 MB to download everything. What a rare thing because most of new games always have a big size at least 1 GB, but this game only needs such a small size. No wonder the game is not perfectly polished. The graphics don't have any option to enhance the setting. Even the main mission only need to kill the entire enemy and find out the gate to the next mission. At the end of every stage will be guarded by the boss. Be wise on using the dash button while it has a cooldown time. This action is really crucial to anticipate the heavy damage. As a roguelike game, we don't have any chance to save the data. Once our hero dies, then we should replay again. Unlock your hidden abilities through the upgraded weapon. Honestly, there is not much I can say about it, surely it needs more updates. Project Net. After doing several tests, finally the game is playable for mid-range phones. There is no issues, no lag, and the connection seems so stable. This is what the player wants, and the developer really make it happen. This is a new brand anime shooter game where all of the main characters are female. Every single hero will have a cute face and beautiful shape, especially the overall appearance that looks so adorable. The gameplay is not like the common shooting game because it has a combination of a different game's genre, which is MOBA, so we need to reach the enemy's territory that guarded by a huge robot. His damage is pretty crazy, so we should try to manage our minion first as a decoy, then we should follow up as an advanced attack. This action is really crucial to determine the winner and increase the winning rate. In combat, we can make a party for about 3 main heroes. All of the heroes are switchable and we can concern about their special ability to know the main function. Always try to lock the enemy's head to deal a heavier damage. Psycho World. This game has a small size, about 100 MB only and playable offline, but you will get a nice gameplay of survival open world base. We are able to capture monster, but the capture probability rate is quite small. So we really need to reduce the monster HP becoming the lowest number, but trust me, the game's level is pretty hardcore. We should try to manage the power first by crafting some equipment to increase the character's durability. Once you have prepared everything perfectly, then you can fight with the monster. Some of the pets have a different function with a different elements, like a water element, leaf element, and also fire element. The pet with the fire element is the only monster who can turn on the stove and you can start cooking. What a great idea! Anyway, the game has a first-person perspective to represent the point of view. Surely we'll have a wider visual and able to rotate the camera in 360 degrees. Black Beacon. Finally, this game was officially released on global, and I am super happy how the developer decided to release the game directly into the global version and has an English already. So the game is not launched on a regional lock. I really give a high gratitude, making the player no need to wait for it to play. And of course, we can understand the language. The other game's developers should do the same as the Black Beacon. This is an action hack and slash game with a fast-paced level. We will do an exploration along the stage, but most of the time, we should find out the main part by ourselves because the game is no autoplay. We'll fight with the other heroes as a teammate and switch the heroes to unleash the support skill and also trigger the entrance attack. Always keep focusing on filling up the gauge meter to release your special skill. This game is no pay to win, even if we don't have to do a gacha to get a better heroes, while we will get a free hero through adventure and campaign mode. Racing Master. This is the most realistic racing game on mobile, especially in 2025. Seriously, you will easily be attracted to play since you see the game for the first time. The game will show us how the actual racing game should be with a realistic and sun glare and real-time shadow, making the visual look so dynamic and unreal. This is a multiplayer game where we can compete with the other players in a real time. Need a high concentration to lead the game and reach the finish lane faster than the other player. Push your rank globally, worldwide, and clear the campaign mode to improve your car's performance by modifying and upgrading the acceleration, also the top speed. Overall, I love how easy it is to control the navigation. It doesn't need a lot of tutorial to master the game. Even though it's kind of a racing game, we'll find so many cutscenes with an amazing animation. I didn't get any complaints, but there is one thing that I hope the developer want to upgrade is about a ragdoll physics. Especially when the car hits each other, the effect should look even more natural. Rune Soul ARPG. We all know how the mobile game now has a massive size at all. I will appreciate it for the developer who want to create a new game for a low-end to mid-range devices. This game will fit you because it only has a small size of about 300 MB in total. This is a new game ARPG, but also we can meet the other player while we are in the lobby. But once we try to move into the next mission, then we should get in the dungeon by ourselves. We can manage and place more than one hero in combat because we are allowed to switch the hero. Unfortunately, the game doesn't have any dodge button. In fact, the boss will have a SAWERIA that we need to avoid. It's kind of a casual game where we can tap the autoplay by a single touch and let the hero play by itself. But it's not really effective because some action will not be activated, like the bot will not do an auto switch hero and also not releasing the ultimate skill. Bonus FTW for the win. This game is in development and right now it's still on early access. This is a new game Android 2025 that has a shooter base. Even the game seems like a team deathmatch game, but the actual gameplay is that we should survive from the time attack as well, because the battlefield area will get smaller in a certain minute. You don't have to worry about the weapon because since you started the game, the developer have prepared the guns for you. So we can play Rush in the earliest game. The visual look quite cartoonish and also realistic at the same time. I wonder if you are a newbie, it's a great game to start learning because the enemy's level is way too easy and we can shot the enemy from a distance because the aim assist is really helping us a lot. These all are the best new game Android 2025 and also for iOS. Remember to like this video and please be considered to subscribe and comment about the game's list. Thank you very much for watching. See you on the next list. Thanks.